I used to scream in the mirror, I hate you, over and over again every time I saw a mirror since I was a kid. Let's talk about this.
Loving me unconditionally.
Hello, my freedom walkers, and welcome to day 9 in loving me unconditionally. This 30-day challenge, this journey that we're taking together. I want to talk about what I used to tell myself in the mirror. I used to say, I hate you every time I saw myself in the mirror since a child. And I could remember the first time it actually happened. It was around the 5th grade. I remember transitioning from elementary school, and there was like a mid-campus. It was 5th and 6th grade. And other elementary schools, like 3 other elementary schools in our area, would come to this school as well. So this was a brand new host of kids. So 75% of these kids I've never known or seen before. Okay? Only a fourth of them that came from the one elementary school that I knew. And I thought I had it all handled. I had enough teasing and enough issues with just this 1/4 group. Now we got 3/4 group coming in, and they were saying the same things. The same things to me or about me. So at this point, I'm like, oh my gosh, this is how the entire world sees me. Not only this one school, but all the kids in my whole county saw me this way. 5th grade. What a year. I was very smart. I was in the 5th grade, but I was scoring tests in the 8th and 9th grade level. And but the teasing nonstop from all these new kids. The same things. Big nose, big head, big lips, yellow banana, trying to be white, just all these things of inadequacy. And I wasn't quite acting the same way everybody else did, but I tried in order to fit in. I used to blame myself. I know this is weird for having a big head because I would hear the stories of my mom saying that she was in labor all these days because of how big I was. I was a pretty big baby. I weighed over 10 pounds. You believe that? Whoa, right? So it made me feel like that I hurt her in some way. I know, but as a kid, when you hear it over and over again, it makes you feel like that you are pathetic, you're wretched, you hurt your mom. These are things you internalize. I internalized as a kid. So now we got that piling on all the other things going on. And I hardly looked in the mirror at myself. I would brush my teeth and kind of halfway look away, just look at my teeth, just the teeth, and didn't necessarily look at my whole face for a while, especially through puberty. That was hard. You know, you start getting the bumps and everything too, on top of everything else. But you better believe a lot of days in the mornings, oh, especially when I came home from school, I would kind of just lock myself in my room and just away from the world and just be lethargic. And a lot of people thought maybe it was laziness or whatever. I would do my chores or whatever the case may be. But it was because I was exhausted. I loved learning, but everything else that came with it was just traumatic for me. Just the environments of dog eat dog world, the environments of everyone treating each other so unkindly. Even teachers were like nasty and mean in a lot of cases. There were some nice teachers too, but there were some that were really, really nasty and would say things and pick on you just like your kids or whatever in the classroom. So a lot of days I came home and I would say, I hate you, and cry and roll up in the covers and turn the TV on and hope that the world would just go away. I told a pastor that, and even some church folks or whatever, you know what they would say? You just got a pity demon. You want everybody to feel sorry for you. I told, you know, or that I had a demon that was screaming. And that was it. And I felt the shame and inadequate, and I felt guilty for even saying it or talking about it, because if I should be better than this. Get yourself together. You're a minister, you're a Christian, you're a church boy. You get yourself to fucking together. What the fuck is your problem, right? That's what I would tell myself. So I felt weak. I felt faithless. Like the scriptures that I would quote, I couldn't really apply them to my own life. I would compare myself to other people and see how happy and joyous and how strong they were in the faith. But I felt that I didn't matter a lot of times. I felt hollow on the inside. I felt like I was going through the motions of life, and I hated myself for that. Oh gosh, I hated me so much. I felt directionless. Didn't know what path to take in life. Constantly afraid to do this, afraid, asking for validation nonstop. Should I do this? Should I do that? I've even told a story how I wanted to go away to college, and some people told me, "Oh, what are you gonna do? These young people won't be able to survive or make it without you." So I felt like the decisions I made were punishing other people. I was being selfish and ungrateful. Although other people were making their own decisions for themselves, right? They weren't thinking about how they would disappoint other people. I felt lethargic, low energy a lot. I felt also I was like walking on eggshells a lot and never could just be myself. That I was just constantly just corrected for who I was and how I was acting. I felt trapped and hopeless. I felt that I can't measure up. And I always felt guarded. Like I had these walls because I was used to people that I would bring into my world hurting me. So I was always trying to make sure that I wasn't getting hurt, right? I internalized blame from just, I never blamed other people. I always saw everything as my fault. Just not nonstop. Oh, that's my fault. Oh, I was always apologizing nonstop. Just, oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I said it so many times. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. What I realized is that I wanted people to love me because I didn't love myself. I was a people pleaser. I was not good at making final decisions, and fear of being a failure or the shame of failing in front of others. So it was like a deep cycle of depression and self-loathing. I lived in a state of hell like almost every day of my life. And I tried to hide it very, very well through the processes of my life. And I was good at it, hiding it most of the time, and sometimes I wasn't. I think most people just looked at it as I was just weird, or I was lazy, or I was just different. Whatever it wasn't what people thought. It was the inner feelings that I was not enough, that I wasn't deserving of love. I wasn't deserving of a good life. I believe I wasn't deserving of a good life because, first, of my gay feelings. So I automatically condemn myself to a life of misery, of a life that doesn't deserve happiness, because God can't truly love me for the way that I am. So, what I do now to find healing and to find joy is I intentionally find this joy in small things in life. I, for a lack of a better word, I celebrate the small wins in my life, okay? And not so much focus on these big, gigantic goals that I am nowhere near reaching yet. But I celebrate the small steps and tell myself I'm getting there more and more each day. I strive to let things roll off my back, like a duck, like water rolls off the back of a duck, and not try to control situations, but or other people and how they view or see me, right? I take on rewarding challenges to build self-confidence, like this YouTube channel. I think I want to take a painting class, not painting walls, but like actual like art painting. I was thinking about doing kickball, changed my mind. I face negative feelings and don't dismiss them. I observe them and realize that they're no longer, that situation, those issues are not who I am. It's just things that I've experienced, but it's not necessarily who I am as a human being or as a person, okay? The number one thing, instead of saying I hate you in the mirror, I say I love you. I'm trying to tell you, try it. Try it 7 times. Look in the mirror and say I love you, I love you, I love you. And look directly in your eyes. Don't look at your teeth, don't look at your head, don't look at your walk. Look directly into your own eyes and say it. It's so freaking uncomfortable at first. It is so uncomfortable. It's like you're talking to a different person. I had cries of crying, had tears, snorts. I mean, all of that just happening because I was healing, and I'm constantly healing. I still tell myself, because I would never go back to the place to say that I hate you in the mirror. So I strive and keep saying I love you, and I love you. And I'm like, yeah, I love you. That's what and I start laughing in the mirror, like, man, are you crazy? But I'm not. I am not my past. I am my healing. I am learning to love me fully and unconditionally. Is every day easy? Nope. Is every day I'm on cloud 9? No. It's a journey. It's a process. I'm talking about over 40 years of deprogramming. And I have to realize that and give myself grace and not be hard on myself whenever I don't think I reached a certain goal, a certain level. So you ready? Whew. Let's inhale through your nose. Exhale through your mouth. Inhale. Exhale. Place your hand over your heart. Be in the moment and feel it beating. Feel your heart beating. And that's proof that you're still here. And I'm so proud of you. It takes a lot just to still be here. and you're still worthy. Say it softly to yourself. I deserve to love me. I deserve to love me. I deserve to love me. This is J Love and Loving Me Unconditionally. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, and you really do deserve to love you. I'm a witness here. Loving me unconditionally. I'll love you, and there's nothing you can do about it. Till next time, have a wonderful, lovely day.
Loving me unconditionally, loving me unconditionally. Through the fire, through the storm, I found the truth inside of me. Loving me unconditionally, loving me unconditionally. No more shame, no more fear, I'm exactly who I'm meant to be.